Yo, what's up guys? Today EA Sports added two new evolutions, being Trailblazer Striker and Trailblazer Center Back. Now in this video I want to go over Trailblazer Striker specifically, and as you can see the trend between when they add two of them, one is paid and one isn't, so this one is paid. Now right off the bat, it being 50,000 coins makes every single card in this evolution not worth it technically. There isn't a single card that you can do in this evolution that would be 50k on the market, so if you're looking at it from that perspective, every single card is a waste. But on the flip side, if you only want one player and they fit into this evolution and you can upgrade them, I don't see the problem with it. Or if you're just using a team with all your favorite players from your favorite club, once again, I don't see a problem with it. But with all that being said, let's jump right into the evolution. And you can see the requirements right here. I'm not going to read through those, but the upgrades you can see, we get power header, chip shot, and finesse shot playstyles. And a total of +6 pace, +10 physical, +10 dribbling, +11 overall total, +10 passing, and +13 shooting. So as you can see with this evolution path example with Tell, it'll give him a +11 overall, which is pretty nice. So jumping right in with the top 5 leagues, let's start out with the Premier League, and at number 3 on my list I have is Edouard. Now looking at his card, you can see all these playstyles you get. I believe that's long ball throw in, power header, finesse shot, technical, and flair. He's 4-star, 4-star, high medium, and he's also 6'2". Now looking at this card, I think you put a hunter on him, I would personally. And you can see the pace is decent. Dribbling I think is very nice for somebody who's 6'2", especially the composure. His shooting is absolutely cracked, only 2 stats, under 90. His passing is also phenomenal. And then of course, him being 6'2", you love to see the physicality high with 97 jumping and 89 strength. He's a pretty interesting card in my opinion. Now number 2 on my list I have is Dennis. Now to be perfectly honest, I have no clue if this card is actually in the Prem and able to get easily. It says he's 10k, but he also has a different card in a different league that's 3.2k, so I'm not sure. Now looking at his card with the evolution, he's absolutely nuts to be honest. He has power header, technical, chip shot, and finesse shot. He can play left wing as well, and he's 4-star, 3-star. This is a card I think you can't go wrong with hunter, finisher, or marksman. But me personally, I would go hunter just to give him that pace, and with that hunter he gets 99 pace, still has 86 dribbling with 98 agility, and his shooting is also insane with 97 finishing and 98 shot power, which is just a crazy card. And at number 1 on my list I have Zarari, I don't know how to say it, I'm so sorry. But looking at his card, he can play left mid, striker, and left wing. He's 4-star, 5-star, high medium work rates. Now his playstyles, he has chip shot, power header, finesse shot, technical, and flair, which you love to see the technical in there. And this is a card, again, me personally, I would put hunter on him. And with that hunter, he'll have 97 pace, 87 dribbling with 95 agility and 98 balance, which is very nice. And his shooting is still good enough with 86 positioning, 90 finishing, and 90 shot power. And his passing isn't bad either. I think he's a really nice option, especially with that 5-star weak foot. Now next up we have is LaLiga, and honestly there aren't very many good ones in LaLiga, unlike the Premier League where there are a couple standout cards. But in LaLiga anyway, number 3 on my list I have is Callejon. Now looking at his card, power header trade obviously, technical, chip shot, and finesse shot. He can play both mid, striker, and left wing, and he's 3-star, 4-star. Now looking at this card, I think you would put a hunter on him because he's not really amazing at anything, and with the hunter he'll have 89 pace, 85 dribbling with 93 agility and 91 balance, which is nice, but his dribbling stat is only 80 on its own, so I'm not sure how that'll affect his total dribbling. But his shooting is also fairly nice with 94 positioning, 92 finishing, and 93 shot power, and his passing is honestly fantastic with 88 vision and 86 short passing. So to me he's an interesting option, but gets held back by that 3-star skills and a couple of the dribbling stats. Now number 2 on my list I have is Jose Arnaiz. Now looking at his card, he can play both mids, once again striker and left wing. He's 4-star, 4-star, has chip shot, power header, finesse shot, rapid, and first touch, which are very nice playstyles to have. Another card I think you need to give a hunter to because his pace split is odd, honestly. Like he's -8 sprint speed to acceleration. But with that hunter he'll have 94 pace, 83 dribbling with 94 agility, 90 shooting with 91 finishing and 99 shot power, and 92 jumping. Now number 1 on my list for La Liga we have is Diaz. And looking at this card, he can play left mid, left wing, and striker. He's 3-star, 3-star, and 6'2". And of course he'll have power header, he has rapid, as well as chip shot and finesse shot. Now this is a card, again, for me personally, I would put a hunter on him. And with that hunter applied, he'll have 97 pace, 84 dribbling, 91 shooting with 96 finishing, 92 shot power, and 91 positioning. And then the physicality, of course, him being 6'2", you want it to be high, and it is, with 98 jumping and 90 strength. I think this card could be an absolute freak in the box. Now next up we have Serie A, and at number 3 on my list I have is Cam Biaggi. Sorry if I butchered that once again, but he can play striker, cam, center forward, and left wing, and he's 3-star, 3-star. Now he has of course power header, chip shot, and finesse shot with technical, which is nice. Now this card I would also put a hunter on. And with the Hunter applied, he'll have 95 pace, 91 shooting, and 86 dribbling. Now, as you can see, his dribbling stats are very well balanced, all except for composure. And his shooting is also very nice with 90 positioning, 94 finishing, and 97 shot power. Now, his passing isn't anything special, and his physicality, even though he does have 88 jumping, he's only 5'8", so I don't know how many headers he'll be winning, but I think he's a cool option. Now, number 2 on my list, we have is Nganji. Now, looking at his card, he can play center forward, striker, and right wing, and he's 4-star, 4-star. Now, he has, of course, chip shot, power header, and finesse shot, but also rapid and flare, which are nice. Now, this is a card I don't think you can go wrong with a hunter or a finisher. I think, honestly, I would give him a finisher, and with that, he'll have 91 pace, 91 dribbling with maxed out agility and maxed out dribbling, as well as 91 shooting with 92 positioning, 94 finishing, and 91 shot power. And the other thing is he's not super short. He's 5'10", with a power header trait, of course, and 93 jumping, so he might even win a header every once in a while. Now, number 1 on my list, I mean, you can see his name. I'm not even going to attempt to try and say it. But looking at his card, he can play striker, right mid, left mid, and center forward. He's 3-star, 4-star, and 5'10", but also has Trivela, technical, and flare on his own, which are very nice to have. Again, another card I think you can't go wrong with giving him a finisher, a hunter, or maybe even a marksman. I think personally, I would go hunter. And with that applied, he'll have 98 pace, 88 dribbling with 93 agility, and has super high base dribbling stat at 89, which you love to see. Now, his shooting, he'll have 95 finishing at 91 shot power. And his physicality, while being 5'10", he has 94 jumping. So once again, I think he could win some headers, and he still has 82 strength and 91 stamina, so he won't get tired. Now, next up we have the Bundesliga, and I couldn't find 3 amazing options, so I went to the women's Bundesliga and found Cersei here. So she's my number 3. Now, looking at Cersei, she can play just striker and center forward. She's 4-star, 4-star, has chip shot, power header, and finesse shot, as well as technical and flare, which are very nice. Now, you can see the pace. I think you give her a hunter, obviously, to give her 90 pace, 84 dribbling with 96 agility and 90 balance. Shooting is absolutely crazy with 93 positioning, 98 finishing, and 90 shot power. Passing is also phenomenal with 84 vision and 85 short passing. And the physicality is honestly crazy. Even though she's only 5'7", she has 99 jumping, 90 stamina, and 92 strength. If you've used women's cards in this game, you know they play very well in game, and I think she will as well. At number 2 for the Bundes, I have is Loeling. Now, looking at his card, he can play striker, right wing, and center forward, 4-star, 4-star, and he's 6'1". Now, his playstyles, he has chip shot, power header, finesse shot, as well as technical and flare once again, which are very nice to have. Now, this is a card I think you do give a hunter to, so he'll have 97 pace with a 99-95 pace split, which is amazing. Now, being 6'1", his dribbling stats are already crazy as well, with 89 agility, 88 balance, and 89 dribbling. And that hunter boosts his shooting just enough, so he'll have 88 positioning, 92 finishing, and 90 shot power, which I think is very nice. And once again, being 6'1", he also has 93 jumping and 86 strength, so he should win some headers for you. Now, number 1 on my list for Bundes, I have is Ngangkam. So sorry once again, no clue how to pronounce that. But looking at his card, he can play striker, right mid, or center forward, and he's 3-star, 4-star. And of course has the power header, finesse shot, and chip shot traits, as well as rapid. Now, with his pace split being the way it is, I do think a hunter or anything giving pace is sort of wasted. And so in my opinion, I think you give him a finisher, and with that, he'll have 89 dribbling with 88 agility, 89 balance, and 97 dribbling. And 90 shooting with 90 positioning, 96 finishing, and 92 shot power. And this physicality, being 6 feet tall with 94 jumping and 88 strength, I think he's really nice. Now, last up for the top 5 leagues, we have Ligue 1, and at number 3 on my list, I have is Ivan Cavalerio. So sorry once again. But looking at his card, he can play left mid, striker, or left wing. He's 4-star, 3-star. And looking at his traits, he has power header, finesse shot, chip shot, and flare. Now, this is a card I do think you give a hunter to and just play into his strengths, which are his pace. So you can see with the hunter applied, 96 pace, 82 dribbling, 89 shooting with 91 finishing and 93 shot power, and 83 physicality with 94 jumping, 88 strength, and 80 aggression. He could be a decent option. Now, at number 2 on my list, I have is Van Bergen, and I don't remember what FIFA it was, but he had like a crazy evolutions card, I think in the Eredivisie at that time, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, looking at his card, he can play right mid, striker, and right wing. He's 3-star, 5-star, which is very nice. And he comes with power header, finesse shot, chip shot, and rapid. Now, I think depending on where you want to play him, if you want to play him in the middle, I would play him with a finisher. If you want to play him on the wing, I would give him a hunter to boost the pace. But to me, I think the better option is finisher. So with that, he'd have 91 pace, 90 dribbling with 99 agility, 92 balance, and 96 dribbling, as well as 85 shooting with 88 positioning, 88 finishing, and 82 shot power. Now, unfortunately, that power header trait that this evolution gives him is like completely wasted because he only has 64 jumping even with the evolution, but I still think he could be interesting with the 5-star weak foot. Now, number 1 on my list for Ligue 1 we have is Boadu or Boadu, not sure how you say it. But looking at his card, he's a striker only. He has 3-star, 5-star, which again is very nice. And you can see his playstyles. He has chip shot, trivela, power header, finesse shot, and rapid, which are nice to have. Now this card, honestly, I think is tailor-made for a hunter, because when you give him it, it maxes out his pace, and I mean, honestly, maxes out his shooting. Like, how much better can you really get? But you can see with the hunter, 92 shooting with 93 positioning, 96 finishing, and 94 shot power. And his dribbling is also good enough with 96 agility on its own. Now, being 5'11", he definitely could win a header with that 89 jumping and the power header trait. In my opinion, he's the best for Ligue. Now, normally, I'll look outside the top 5 leagues in these evolutions and find like a hidden gem that could be crazy. But there really weren't that many in this one either. So instead, I went and found a link to at least a good player, and that is Messi with Josef Martinez. Now, looking at this card, you can see he's a striker, center forward, 3-star, 4-star. Has chip shot, power header, and finesse shot, as well as trivela and flare. This card, I think, is tailor-made for hunter. And with one applied, he'll have 97 pace, 85 dribbling with 94 agility and 99 balance. As well as 93 shooting with 92 positioning, 97 finishing, and 99 shot power. Crazy stats. Now, he is only 5'8", but he does have 98 jumping and 84 strength. I think as a Messi link, this card is actually kind of crazy. But overall, like I think I said at the beginning of the video, not a single one of these cards would go for 50,000 coins on the market. So you need to really like these cards or the players themselves to really want to engage in this evolution. But that's what Ultimate Team is for, right? Making whatever team you want. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I'd love it if you liked and subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.